At Eternal LLC Real Estate Services, we believe our character is our reputation. That's why we put people first in everything that we do. We are committed to helping you find a home that is not just a roof over your head, but a sanctuary that you can retreat to after a long day at work. We believe that everyone deserves the chance to achieve their dreams, whether that's buying their first home or starting a business. We're also proud to support our community through charitable initiatives because we believe in ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
Ready to grow stronger in your faith and your life? Welcome to Wayne Shemwell Ministries Digital Library, your one-stop destination for powerful ebooks, life-changing devotionals, and practical tools to help you break through every obstacle. Whether you are overcoming addiction, building your mindset, or deepening your walk with God, the resources you need are just one click away. Visit payhip.com Wayne Shemwell Ministries today and start your breakthrough journey. Wayne Shemwell Ministries, empowering you to live with purpose. On purpose.
Breakthrough doesn't happen by accident, it happens by decision. Welcome to Breakthrough Nation, the podcast where faith meets mindset, purpose meets action, and ordinary people discover extraordinary strength. This is a space for real conversations, honest growth, and practical wisdom for life, leadership, and transformation. If you're tired of being stuck, if you're ready to grow, heal, and move forward, you're in the right place. This is Breakthrough Nation. Let's begin.
Welcome to Breakthrough Nation. I'm your host, Minister Wayne Shemwell, and as always, I'm grateful you've taken time to join me for another conversation that I truly believe can change your life. Now let me ask you a question right from the beginning. What if the biggest thing standing between you and your breakthrough is the way you think? Whew, that's heavy, because most people think their biggest obstacle is money, opportunity, resources, relationships, bad luck, the economy, other people. But what if I told you sometimes the biggest battle is happening right between your ears? Today we're talking about something powerful. Stop thinking like the old you. Can I say something real? You cannot build a new life with an old mindset. You cannot ask God for healing while still thinking broken. You cannot pray for growth while still believing small. You cannot walk into purpose while still carrying the mindset of survival, because your life will often move in the direction of your thinking. And hear me, mindset matters. The way you think shapes how you see yourself, how you handle obstacles, how you approach failure, how you deal with disappointment, how you respond to opportunities. Some people miss breakthrough not because they aren't blessed, but because they still think like the version of themselves God is trying to heal. Can I be transparent for a moment? One thing I had to learn on my own journey, especially becoming 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, was that recovery required more than changing behavior. I had to change my thinking. Because hear me, you can stop the behavior, but if the mindset never changes, the cycle often repeats. Whew, that'll preach. Because some people are trying to live a new life with an old mentality. Still thinking defeat, still expecting failure, still carrying shame, still replaying old mistakes, still identifying with old pain, still talking like the broken version of themselves. And can I say this lovingly? God may have delivered you, but your thinking still needs healing. That's why some people are physically free, but mentally trapped, still bound by fear, still controlled by insecurity, still limited by doubt, still convinced they're not enough, still seeing themselves through the lens of their worst mistake. But hear me clearly, you are not who you used to be. And if God brought you out, why are you still thinking like you're stuck? Somebody listening today, you've been trying to move forward, but your mindset keeps pulling you backward. You want confidence, but you still think rejection. You want peace, but you rehearse fear. You want success, but you still speak defeat. You want healing, but you still identify with brokenness. And today, we're going to challenge that, because over the next few segments, we're going to talk about how mindset affects your future, why so many people stay trapped in old thinking, how to stop self-sabotaging your own growth, and most importantly, how to renew your mind so your life can finally change. Trust me, you're going to want to stay with me for this one. We'll be right back after these messages.
There was a time I thought my life was over. Addiction had control. My mind was broken. But God changed everything. For 5 years I've been writing this, from crack to Christ, my story of repentance, redemption, and restoration. This is not theory. This is my life. If you want early access, click the link or DM book.
Medicare is an amazing benefit, but it does not cover many essentials.
In fact, Medicare does not pay for many services families need most. You need more than Medicare.
Elder Advisors helps thousands of people cover the Medicare gap every year.
Call or go to elderadvisors.com to learn more.
Are you searching for a speaker who understands the intersection of faith and recovery? Wayne Shemwell's journey is one of redemption, healing, and unshakable purpose. With a background in addiction and 15 years in recovery and a heart rooted in ministry, Wayne speaks to the soul of every audience. He brings real stories, real struggle, real hope. From trauma recovery to spiritual transformation, his message breaks barriers and builds bridges. Wayne's not just a speaker, he's a vessel of restoration, shaped by experience and driven by a divine calling. Whether it's a recovery conference or a faith-based event, his presence will ignite reflection, compassion, and change. If your event needs more than just motivation, if it needs breakthrough, it needs Wayne Shemwell.
Welcome back to Breakthrough Nation. Today we're talking about something powerful. Stop thinking like the old you. And before the break, I said something that I need somebody to really hold on to. You cannot build a new life with an old mindset. Now let's go deeper. Because whether you realize it or not, there is a battle happening every single day, and it's not always outside of you. Sometimes the greatest battle is happening inside of you, the battle in your mind. Can I say something real? Many people are not losing because they lack ability. They're losing because of what they believe about themselves. Whew. Because mindset affects everything. How you think affects how you speak. How you speak affects how you act. How you act affects your outcomes. And before long, your thinking starts creating your reality. That's why some people stay stuck. Not because opportunity never came, not because God forgot about them, but because mentally, they never left the place they were trying to escape. Can I ask you something? Have you ever left a situation, but mentally still lived there, left the relationship, but still carried the hurt, left the addiction, but still carried the shame, left failure, but still expected disappointment? Because hear me, just because your environment changed doesn't mean your mindset changed, and that's dangerous, because old thinking will sabotage new opportunities. Old thinking will ruin healthy relationships. Old thinking will make you afraid of blessings you prayed for. Old thinking will talk you out of your own future. And hear me, negative thinking is sneaky. It sounds reasonable. I'm probably not good enough. Things never work out for me. People always leave. I'll probably fail again. What's the point of trying? Can I challenge somebody right now? Stop agreeing with thoughts that are working against your future. Whew, that right there is for somebody, because some of us repeat negativity so much, we've mistaken it for truth. But just because you think something doesn't make it true. Fear lies, shame lies, insecurity lies, trauma lies, your past lies, and the enemy loves attacking the mind, because if he can control your thinking, he can control your direction. Let me testify for a minute. One thing I had to learn in becoming 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction was this: recovery wasn't just physical, recovery was mental, because even after behavior changed, there were moments my mind still remembered old patterns, old temptations, old beliefs, old fears, and I had to make a decision. I cannot keep thinking like the man I'm trying to leave behind. Phew, that changed my life, because some people want transformation, but they keep entertaining old mental habits, still speaking death over themselves, still replaying failure, still identifying with pain, still expecting the worst. Can I say something to somebody today? Your thoughts need boundaries too. Not every thought deserves agreement. Not every thought deserves your attention. Not every thought deserves to stay. Sometimes you have to say, no, I'm not thinking like that anymore. I'm not feeding fear anymore. I'm not rehearsing failure anymore. I'm not carrying yesterday into tomorrow, because breakthrough starts in the mind before it shows up in your life. And somebody watching right now, your life may change the moment your thinking changes. When we come back, we're going to talk about something dangerous: how old thinking causes self-sabotage, and why some people unknowingly block their own breakthrough. Trust me, this next part is going to help somebody. We'll be right back after these messages.
Stop scrolling and wake up. Your morning breakthrough starts right here. Join Minister Wayne Shemwell for Wake Up with the Word, the daily boost your faith has been waiting for. Real word, real encouragement, real power to start your day strong. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss your moment. Watch at Wayne Shemwell Facebook page and YouTube channel. Wake up, get filled, and walk in victory.
I can't believe I've been driving past this every day. River Road Barbecue has been right here all along, serving up some of the most mouth-watering, slow-smoked meats in town. The brisket literally melts in your mouth. And those ribs? Fall off the bone tender with that perfect smoke ring. Everything's made fresh daily with their signature rubs and sauces that'll have you coming back again and again. River Road Barbecue, your new favorite local spot. Also available to cater your event. Come taste what you've been driving past. River Road Barbecue 3017, River Road 502-592-7065, River Road Barbecue, real smoke, real food, real good. Tell them Wayne sent you.
Have you ever felt like you were meant for more, but something keeps holding you back? Maybe it's past mistakes, maybe it's destructive habits, maybe it's fear, or simply a lack of direction. Every day, millions of people wake up with the same quiet struggle. They want change, they want peace, they want purpose, but they don't know where to begin. The truth is, life can sometimes leave us feeling stuck in the same patterns, the same frustrations, the same battles we thought we would have already overcome. But there is good news, your story is not over. Through faith, discipline, and the right guidance, breakthrough is possible. My name is Wayne Shemwell. I'm a minister, author, and Christian life coach, and my mission is simple: to help people turn pain into purpose, to help people break destructive cycles, and to help them rediscover the life God created them to live. If you're ready for a new direction, if you're ready to rebuild your life with faith and discipline, visit wayneshemwell.org and select the coaching option to schedule your free breakthrough strategy session, because your past does not define your future, and your breakthrough may be closer than you think.
Welcome back to Breakthrough Nation. Today we're talking about something that has the power to change your entire life. Stop thinking like the old you. And before the break, we talked about the battle happening in the mind. But now we need to talk about something dangerous, something many people don't even realize they're doing: self-sabotage. Phew, can we be honest today? Some people are praying for breakthrough while unconsciously sabotaging the very thing they prayed for. Praying for healthy relationships, but still thinking from old wounds. Praying for financial growth, but still operating from fear and scarcity. Praying for healing, but still identifying with pain. Praying for purpose, but still talking themselves out of every opportunity. And hear me, most self-sabotage doesn't look obvious. It looks subtle. It sounds like, I'll start later. I'm probably not good enough. What if I fail? People like me don't succeed. I've messed up too much. I'm too old. I'm too broken. Can I tell you something? That old mindset will fight to stay alive, because even when your life starts changing, your old thinking tries to convince you to stay where it feels familiar. And familiar doesn't always mean healthy. Sometimes familiar means dysfunctional. Sometimes familiar means broken. Sometimes familiar means toxic. But because it's what we know, we stay attached to it. Can I say something real? You can become addicted to familiar pain. Whew, that one is heavy, because some people don't fear failure. They fear change. They fear success. They fear becoming somebody new. Why? Because growth feels uncomfortable, healing feels unfamiliar, and transformation challenges your identity. Can I testify for a moment? One thing I had to confront in my own life, especially becoming 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, was this: I had to stop expecting failure, because when you've struggled long enough, you start preparing for disappointment. You start thinking something good probably won't last. I'll probably mess this up. Things always fall apart for me. And hear me, that mindset becomes dangerous, because sometimes people destroy good things trying to protect themselves from imagined pain. They sabotage opportunities, push away healthy people, quit too early, talk themselves out of growth, stay stuck in fear, all because the old version of them is still running the conversation. But hear me clearly, you are not who you used to be. And if God is creating something new in your life, you cannot keep consulting the mindset of the old you. Ooh, somebody needs that today, because the old you survived, but the new you is supposed to grow. The old you settled, but the new you is supposed to heal. The old you reacted out of fear, but the new you is supposed to move in faith. Can I ask you something? What blessings have you been sabotaging because of old thinking? What opportunities have fear talked you out of? What relationships have insecurity damaged? What dreams have doubt buried? Because hear me, sometimes breakthrough requires confronting the lies you've believed about yourself. And maybe the biggest lie is this: nothing can change. The devil is a liar. People change, lives change, mindsets change, healing happens, growth happens, freedom happens. I'm living proof. And if God can take a man who struggled with addiction and bring him to 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, trust me, change is possible. When we come back, we're getting practical. I'm going to give you real tools to help you stop thinking like the old you and start building the mindset of the person God is calling you to become. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
There was a time I thought my life was over. Addiction had control. My mind was broken. But God changed everything. For 5 years I've been writing this, from crack to Christ, my story of repentance, redemption, and restoration. This is not theory. This is my life. If you want early access, click the link or DM book.
Medicare is an amazing benefit, but most families don't realize it does not cover all essential needs.
In fact, Medicare does not pay for help at home, assisted living, long-term care, and other resources families need most. You need more than Medicare, you need an advocate.
For 30 years, Elder Advisors has helped thousands of people qualify for benefits to cover the Medicare gap.
Call us today to schedule your free consultation. Go to elderadvisors.com to learn more.
Have your prayers ever felt powerless, like your words weren't reaching God? My new book, Praying with Purpose and Power, will change that. This book will teach you how to pray boldly, effectively, and with confidence so you can experience God's presence and power in your daily life. Order your copy today for just $19 by emailing me at wayne@wayneshemwell.org and say, I want my copy. Don't settle for routine prayers. Start praying with purpose and power.
Welcome back to Breakthrough Nation. Today we're talking about something that has the power to completely change your future. Stop thinking like the old you. And before the break, we talked about self-sabotage, how old thinking can quietly destroy new opportunities, how fear can keep us stuck, how the mindset of the old you will try to follow you into your next season. But now, let's get practical, because inspiration is good, but if you really want transformation, you need tools. So let me give you some real strategies that helped me stop thinking like the old version of myself. And trust me, if these tools helped a man become 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, they can help you too. Here's tool number 1. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Because some of y'all are talking to yourselves worse than your enemies ever could. Can we be honest? Some people wake up every day criticizing themselves. I'll never change. I'm not smart enough. I'm too damaged. I always mess things up. I'm not worthy. Can I tell you something? Your words matter, because eventually what you repeat becomes what you believe, and what you believe affects how you live. So let me challenge you. Stop speaking death over your future. Start speaking possibility. Instead of, I'll never change, try, I'm growing. Instead of, I always fail, try, I'm learning. Instead of, I'm broken, try, I'm healing. That shift right there can change your life. Tool number 2, protect what enters your mind. Listen carefully. You cannot feed yourself negativity all day and expect peace. You cannot constantly surround yourself with hopelessness and expect faith. Some people are trying to heal while constantly feeding fear. Negative conversations, negative environments, negative influences. Can I challenge somebody? Protect your spirit, protect your atmosphere, protect your peace. Feed your mind things that help you grow. Faith, wisdom, encouragement, truth, healthy voices, because what you feed grows. Tool number 3, stop rehearsing your past. This one is big, because some people are trying to move forward while mentally living in yesterday, still replaying mistakes, still replaying failure, still replaying betrayal, still replaying shame. Hear me clearly. You cannot drive forward while staring in the rearview mirror. The past may explain you, but it does not have to define you. And let me testify for a minute. One thing I had to stop doing in recovery was constantly identifying with the worst version of myself. Yes, addiction was part of my story, but it was not my identity. And now, standing 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, I can tell you something powerful. Healing accelerated when I stopped introducing myself to myself as the broken man. That'll preach, because some of y'all are still talking to yourselves like the old version of you is in charge. But hear me, that version of you survived, but this version of you is called to thrive. And here's tool number 4, Surround yourself with people who think differently. Mindset is contagious. If everybody around you thinks small, you'll start thinking small. If everybody around you expects failure, fear becomes normal. You need people who challenge you, stretch you, push you, encourage growth. People who remind you who you are when life makes you forget. Can I ask you something? Who are you becoming because of the people around you? Because environment matters, conversations matter, influence matters. And somebody listening today, your next level may require a new environment. When we come back, we're going to talk about what happens when your mindset finally shifts and why changing how you think can completely change how you live. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. We'll be right back after these messages.
Stop scrolling and wake up. Your morning breakthrough starts right here. Join Minister Wayne Shemwell for Wake Up with the Word, the daily boost your faith has been waiting for. Real word, real encouragement, real power to start your day strong. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Don't miss your moment. Watch at Wayne Shemwell Facebook page and YouTube channel. Wake up, get filled, and walk in victory.
Hi, my name is Ronielle Smith, owner of Black Coffee Cafe. Black Coffee is my labor of love. It was birthed out of the need for the community to have a space for coffee, culture, and business. It's a place for community leaders and members to come and facilitate change, network, and exchange ideas to help build a stronger, more thriving community. We offer premium coffee from the beautiful continent of Africa, teas, and a light lunch menu. We look forward to welcoming you at Black Coffee Cafe.
Have your prayers ever felt powerless, like your words weren't reaching God? My new book, Praying with Purpose and Power, will change that. This book will teach you how to pray boldly, effectively, and with confidence so you can experience God's presence and power in your daily life. Order your copy today for just $19 by emailing me at wayne@wayneshemwell.org and say, I want my copy. Don't settle for routine prayers. Start praying with purpose and power.
Welcome back to Breakthrough Nation. Today we're talking about something that can completely transform your life. Stop thinking like the old you. And before the break, we talked about practical tools to help change your mindset. But now, let's talk about what happens when your thinking finally shifts. Because hear me, when your mindset changes, your life starts changing too. Not overnight, not instantly, but eventually. Because mindset affects everything. The way you think changes how you respond. The way you respond changes your decisions, and your decisions shape your future. Can I say something real? Some of y'all don't need a new opportunity first. You need a new perspective, because sometimes breakthrough shows up, but old thinking can't recognize it. Old thinking says, this probably won't work. New thinking says, maybe this is my season. Old thinking says, I'm not enough. New thinking says, God can still use me. Old thinking says, people like me don't change. New thinking says, healing is possible. Old thinking says, I'll probably fail. New thinking says, even if I fall, I'll get back up. That shift changes everything, because mindset determines what you believe is possible. Can I ask you something? What would your life look like if you actually believed better was possible? What would happen if you stopped expecting disappointment, stopped preparing for failure, stopped introducing yourself to yourself through old pain? Because hear me, some people are waiting for confidence before they move, but confidence often comes after movement. You move scared, you move uncertain, you move while healing, you move while growing, and eventually your confidence catches up to your obedience. Let me testify for a moment. When I think about becoming 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, I realize something. Freedom started in my mind before it showed up in my life, because there had to come a moment where I stopped seeing myself only as an addict, stopped seeing myself only through failure, stopped believing the lie that change wasn't possible. And hear me, that wasn't easy, because healing challenges identity, growth challenges comfort, transformation challenges familiarity. But the moment your thinking changes, your standards change, your relationships change, your habits change, your conversations change, your expectations change, because suddenly you stop settling for things that no longer match who you're becoming. Somebody needs to hear this. You've outgrown the old version of yourself. Stop going backward. Stop replaying yesterday. Stop shrinking yourself to fit old spaces. Stop talking like somebody with no future. God didn't bring you this far for you to stay mentally stuck. You are growing. You are healing. You are changing. And somebody watching me today, the reason life feels uncomfortable right now, Maybe because your old mindset no longer fits your new season. That discomfort, that stretching, that challenge, it might actually be growth. And before we close this thing out, when we come back for our final segment, I want to leave you with a challenge that could completely shift the direction of your life. Stay with me. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you searching for a speaker who understands the intersection of faith and recovery? Wayne Shemwell's journey is one of redemption, healing, and unshakable purpose. With a background in addiction and 15 years in recovery and a heart rooted in ministry, Wayne speaks to the soul of every audience. He brings real stories, real struggle, real hope. From trauma recovery to spiritual transformation, his message breaks barriers and builds bridges. Wayne's not just a speaker, he's a vessel of restoration, shaped by experience and driven by a divine calling. Whether it's a recovery conference or a faith-based event, his presence will ignite reflection, compassion, and change. If your event needs more than just motivation, if it needs breakthrough, it needs Wayne Shemwell.
Feeling snacky? Craving flavor with attitude? Meet Tammy's Texas Tornado, where each jar packs savory, spicy, sassy, from the smooth kick of sassy salsa to the bold punch of screamin' salsa and the mellow heat of sissy salsa, your chips, tacos, and taste buds will never be the same. Head to Tammy'sTexasTornado.com today and grab your jar of Tornado Twisted flavor. Sign up for exclusive deals and spice up your inbox while you're there. Tammy's Texas Tornado. Savory, spicy, sassy. Stir up some flavor today.
Have you ever felt like you were meant for more, but something keeps holding you back? Maybe it's past mistakes, maybe it's destructive habits, maybe it's fear, or simply a lack of direction. Every day, millions of people wake up with the same quiet struggle. They want change, they want peace, they want purpose, but they don't know where to begin. The truth is, life can sometimes leave us feeling stuck in the same patterns, the same frustrations, the same battles we thought we would have already overcome. But there is good news, your story is not over. Through faith, discipline, and the right guidance, breakthrough is possible. My name is Wayne Shemwell. I'm a minister, author, and Christian life coach, and my mission is simple: to help people turn pain into purpose, to help people break destructive cycles, and to help them rediscover the life God created them to live. If you're ready for a new direction, if you're ready to rebuild your life with faith and discipline, visit WayneShemwell.org and select the coaching option to schedule your free breakthrough strategy session, because your past does not define your future, and your breakthrough may be closer than you think.
Welcome back to Breakthrough Nation. What a powerful conversation we've had today. We've talked about mindset, old thinking, self-sabotage, healing, growth, transformation, and one truth I hope you never forget: you cannot build a new life with an old mindset. Before we leave today, I want to leave you with a challenge, and I need you to really think about this. Who are you still mentally pretending to be? Who? Because some people have physically moved forward, but mentally, they're still trapped in an old version of themselves, still thinking defeated, still expecting failure, still carrying shame, still identifying with mistakes God already forgave, still talking like the person they're praying to stop being. Can I say something lovingly today? Stop introducing yourself to yourself through your worst season. You are more than what happened to you. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your addiction. You are more than your disappointment. You are more than your trauma. And hear me clearly, your past may explain you, but it does not have to define you. Somebody listening today, you're still calling yourself broken when God is rebuilding you. Still calling yourself weak when God is strengthening you. Still calling yourself stuck when God is moving you forward, still talking like the old you while praying for a new life. But hear me, the new version of you requires new thinking. If you want peace, think differently. If you want healing, think differently. If you want breakthrough, think differently. If you want growth, think differently. Because mindset matters. What you believe affects what you pursue. What you pursue affects what you build. And what you build affects the life you live. Can I testify one more time? When I look at my life now, standing 16 years clean from crack cocaine addiction, I understand something I didn't fully understand back then. Freedom didn't just happen because behavior changed. Freedom grew when my thinking changed. when I stopped agreeing with hopelessness, when I stopped expecting failure, when I stopped seeing myself only through addiction, when I stopped thinking like the old me. And hear me, if God can renew my mind, He can renew yours too. So here's my challenge for you this week. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Pay attention to what you believe. Pay attention to the thoughts you keep entertaining. And every time old thinking shows up, challenge it, replace it, reject it, because you are not called to stay who you used to be. You are growing, you are healing, you are evolving, and somebody listening to me right now, your breakthrough may start the moment your mindset changes. Thank you for spending time with me today here on Breakthrough Nation. If this episode encouraged you, challenged you, or blessed you in any way, make sure you share it with somebody who needs this message. And remember, stop thinking like the old you. God is trying to introduce you to somebody new. God bless you. Keep growing, keep believing, and we'll see you next week on Breakthrough Nation.
Ready to grow stronger in your faith and your life? Welcome to Wayne Shemwell Ministries Digital Library, your one-stop destination for powerful ebooks, life-changing devotionals, and practical tools to help you break through every obstacle. Whether you are overcoming addiction, building your mindset, or deepening your walk with God, the resources you need are just one click away. Visit payhip.com Wayne Shemwell Ministries today and start your breakthrough journey. Wayne Shemwell Ministries, empowering you to live with purpose, on purpose.
Are you searching for a speaker who understands the intersection of faith and recovery? Wayne Shemwell's journey is one of redemption, healing, and unshakable purpose. With a background in addiction and 15 years in recovery and a heart rooted in ministry, Wayne speaks to the soul of every audience. He brings real stories, real struggle, real hope. From trauma recovery to spiritual transformation, his message breaks barriers and builds bridges. Wayne's not just a speaker, he's a vessel of restoration, shaped by experience and driven by a divine calling. Whether it's a recovery conference or a faith-based event, his presence will ignite reflection, compassion, and change. If your event needs more than just motivation, if it needs breakthrough, it needs Wayne Shemwell.
Have your prayers ever felt powerless, like your words weren't reaching God? My new book, Praying with Purpose and Power, will change that. This book will teach you how to pray boldly, effectively, and with confidence so you can experience God's presence and power in your daily life. Order your copy today for just $19 by emailing me at wayne@wayneshemwell.org and say, I want my copy. Don't settle for routine prayers. Start praying with purpose and power.
Wow. What a powerful time we've had together here on Breakthrough Nation. I hope something was said today that challenged you, inspired you, and reminded you that no matter what you're facing, you are not defeated. Your story is still being written. Your purpose is still alive. And your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Here at Breakthrough Nation, we believe no setback is final, no struggle is too great, and no life is beyond transformation. So if today's episode blessed you in any way, here's what I need you to do. Hit that like button, share this message with someone who needs encouragement, and don't forget to subscribe to the Breakthrough Nation YouTube channel so you never miss a powerful conversation. And make sure you follow us on social media for inspiration, updates, and new content every single week. Remember, don't let your struggle define you. Don't let setbacks stop you. And never stop believing that better days are ahead. Until next time, keep pushing, keep believing, keep breaking through. And we'll see you next week, right here on Breakthrough Nation.